Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video. Now today we're here in Moscow, Russia, and we're here at the supermarket on a Saturday evening. Yes, 6 o'clock, Saturday night, 28th of May 2022. And I just want to show you how busy supermarkets are in Russia on a Saturday evening. So we're going to go for a bit of a walk around. It might be a bit of a long video, because I'm going to show you quite a fair bit of the supermarket as we walk around as well. So come along with me and let's see how busy it is today here in my local supermarket. Okay, now, so walking around inside, now just to kind of give you a bit of a heads up about, it's Saturday the 28th of May, and it's right on 6 p.m. So I'm actually sort of slowly heading home from being in Moscow today, and I thought I'd come to my local supermarket. This is called Globus. We've actually been here before, but I just thought I'd sort of point it out to you on a Saturday afternoon and just give you an idea of how busy it is, and that people do come shopping in Russia, contrary to all of the videos online showing empty stores. Everybody weighing their fruits over here, and this is the kind of deli counter, or one of many deli counters. I'm actually going to end up getting myself roast chicken for dinner tonight, so one of those will be mine very soon. So yeah, you can see here now, I'm hopefully going to just do a bit of a one lap around, and you'll see the kind of amount of people here for chicken, more chicken, and you'll see now today a little bit more people with regular baskets, because a lot of people have actually driven to the shopping center and are doing their, I guess, their kind of weekly shop, I guess you would say. There's some beef right here. So lots of people in the fruit and veg section. So somebody over here getting strawberries. We saw bananas there, watermelons in the distance there, tomatoes. Tomatoes and cucumbers are kind of pretty much a staple here. Pretty much they're the two main vegetables that people buy, I guess, beside potatoes. But they're kind of pretty normal, 129 rubles. These are not amazing prices compared to the like the local Rynok where we live, but you know, if you're coming to get all your shopping in one place. Lettuce, cabbage. So yeah, just really give you an idea of the amount of people in the store. This is what I really want to point out. And the fact that the store is still full, everything's here. Some eggplants here, capsicum. There's everything. And then here's your very traditional Russian unwashed sort of things. Unwashed carrots, 54 rubles. These are for a kilo, by the way. So the potatoes here are a little bit small, but 89 rubles for unwashed potatoes. And there's even kind of the uncleaned onions over there, I guess we'd call them as well. So yeah, let's sort of do one lap around and see how much we can kind of get into one video. So one of the interesting things here is you've got to basically weigh your own fruit and vegetables. So you basically put it in a bag, then you come and press the number according to what you want. The popular ones are always on the screen there, but basically when you see everything on the shelves, they have a number referencing them. Here is apples, plenty of different types of apples, or yablka. You see here, the guy here is weighing his apples, and he'll get a sticker, and that's it. Stick it on. Pretty straightforward. And then here's more of the meat section here again. So this is all the packaged meat. Basically, it's all weighed out into the kind of styrofoam kind of trays like we'd see in most normal traditional supermarkets. And they've got a huge kind of meat counter back here where they're basically just pumping out all the packaging and processing everything into sort of weighed out quantities. Sausages right here. Sorry. Sausages galore. Wow. Look at them all. And all of the cured meats. And as usual at the deli counter, there's always the kind of little bit of a crowd waiting here, but they got tons of people kind of working and on hand in this store, so it's never a shortage. Coming around to the rest of the meat, so here is the kind of more traditional butcher for this store as well. So you can get basically the meat by weight, how you like, the different minces, porks, and then you've even got these are kind of the meats that you'd use for barbecuing here. You can see the marinated meats, and then these ones you typically use for shashlik. So there's ones that are marinated and unmarinated, so you'd put them straight onto skewers for the barbecue. And here is the Moscow Zoo. This is where all the adults, you see all the dads bring the kids, so they can bring their kids to the zoo here in Moscow. So basically it's like a free aquarium that you can come to without having to pay for a ticket to the aquarium. And all the dads love doing this. They just bring the kids over here and come and check out the fish. Let's have a kind of a look, because there's a ton of fish in there. So yeah, there's some more over on the back there, and then all the salmons. So yeah, I hope this is a good representation of Saturday afternoon in Moscow, Russia. So this is basically Moscow region. We're about 25 kilometers from Moscow. Here's all the fish here as well. So basically it's all by weight. So you buy them basically by 100-gram amounts when they weigh them out for you. And then here's caviar over here. One of the few things that are in kind of anti-theft containers. And the most expensive one there, let's just slide this open. Oh, the whole fridge opened. Is 15,000 rubles for a can of caviar. So that is not cheap. But yeah, 5,000. So basically that's close to $250 for a can of caviar. But you can get a lot of them here for 500, 700, 1,000 rubles, depending on the brand and type. So yeah, and packaged salmon here, and this is kind of some of the different sort of dried fish as well. And then actually this is all the dried fish and cured fish over here, as all the seafood. So this is all by weight as well. So yeah, there's plenty of people shopping today. And again, you'll see those bigger baskets that we're not used to seeing as much midweek when I come here. Here's the crab, an imitation crab. Very popular on the table at someone's house if you go over there. And here is the very limited frozen section. This is all the frozen seafood here, so frozen fish. Not only a couple of half-size kind of freezers, I guess. So yeah, please sort of take note of this and sort of just judge how busy the supermarket is. That's really is more dried fish. So these are basically processed. You put them straight on a plate on the table at home. And here is the sushi guys right here. They're got everything kind of laid out. It's 6 p.m. now, so they'll be kind of on their last packaging for the day. So that's why it's all stocked and filled. Quite often we stop and get sushi here. We really enjoy it. And then just looking back there, those kind of green aisles just off in the distance is all the healthy section, I guess you would call that. And then, yeah, no, it is a little bit of a commentated video. I mean, you can kind of just have a look yourself. Here's all the pickles and marinated cabbages and things like that. And then this is the milk over here. I think there is some yogurts, cheeses on this little aisle over here. And then, yeah, it's a big supermarket, by the way. We'll kind of just do all the supermarket area. And here is more milks over this side. And if you remember from the video I made with my wife, if you haven't seen it before, here is the very famous horse milk right here on the shelf. And then all the normal milks for everybody else in the world. And then over here we've got like cream cheeses and different cheese off in the distance as well. And then just swinging around, and we'll see All the hams, yogurts right here. So the end of the aisle tend to have all the things that are on special, so it's always nice. And there's all of the normal processed hams here. There's bacon at the end of this aisle over here. The bacon is not amazing in Russia. It's not bacon that we'd be used to in Australia or England, but it's edible. But they don't really understand what bacon is so much. It's more like thinly sliced pork. And then here is the cheese section. So again, this is all packaged cheeses. And over here as well, sliced cheeses. Yeah, not too much things out of stock in terms of the whole store. So it's mostly, just the odd item here and there. And here is the, I guess the deli meats and deli hams section. Plenty of choices. Plenty of cheeses right there as well. Sorry. These are pretty neat here. They've actually got country flags on them, so you'll see where they're from. You see a lot of Russian cheeses, Argentina, Swiss cheeses, of course. And then these ladies and guys here kind of packaging everything up. So basically they do everything from bulk, and it's all basically packaged in store. Nothing's sort of sent to them. They do everything in store. They've got the packaging machines. It's very cool how they do this. All of the mostly Russian cheeses, Italian. Is it Italian, I think, right there? I think it's Italian. I'm not very good with my country flags. There's Brazilian. Look at that, Brazilian cheese. There you go, very interesting. Belarus. So yeah, there's a lot of cheese, all the bulk cheeses in the back there. So this guy kind of packages them up, and then they basically go get weighed with the stickers and straight on the shelf. Easy as that. Everything done in store. No worries at all. Here's butters. So again, you can see how busy it is for Saturday evening, just about 6 p.m. here in Moscow, Russia. And then here is the bakery section. And then you'll see the huge bakery back here as well, with the ladies now kind of doing all the tidying up. And this is, I would imagine, almost round the clock kind of process that they kind of follow here. You can see all the different machines doing what they do, and then everybody doing their frantic cleaning. The store here is open till 10 p.m. So 10 till 10. And here is the bakery section with basically all the in-store made breads. And again, pretty much, I reckon 95% of the bread is made in store here. Maybe even 98%. There's very little that'll be packaged and brought from outside. It's a nice resting area here. If you get tired walking around, see all the guys always hanging out and let the ladies go do the shopping. So yeah, there's a pack of bread rolls here, 32 rubles. Not really about sort of showing the prices here on this video. It's more just to give you an idea of the amount of people in the store. That's really the key with this one. So it will be a bit longer. These are kind of bread loaves, 39 rubles. 32 rubles for a sort of traditional loaf. These are unsliced, but they've got a slicing machine. Didn't quite catch that, just off on the left there. 28 rubles, 27 rubles for bread. It gets down to usually about 20 rubles or so. 16 rubles for a loaf of bread. So yeah, people don't really mind if it's unsliced or not here. And you can see these ladies, there's a bit of a production line back here. So they get them out of the ovens. And as soon as that's out of the oven, then they're basically packaging everything up straight for the shelves. Then continuing on, we've got the kind of the end of the bakery section here, where they've got all the desserts and cakes and very nice, delicious things. Pastries. These are very cheap. Nothing's about 50 rubles, probably a little bit less, 40 rubles, 30 rubles. And again, you'll see them back here just basically packaging everything up. It's just a non-stop production line. And it's very interesting that they do everything in store. There's no truck coming out the back here. They just bring in the flour and all the ingredients. Here's all the cakes. And then we'll see here then all the fridges. This is kind of new. They put doors on their fridges. Look at that. Finally, they figured out that they don't keep to temperature. And they put nice doors on their fridges. These weren't here last week, so that's a nice thing that they've done with all the cake section. So it lets they basically had the curtain-style fridges where they didn't have a glass door on the front. I'm kind of missing all the bread section now behind me. And you'll just see the amount of people here. So, you know, typically if you're not in a car and you're just on the bus or metro or train to get out of here, you'll end up with a small basket like this because you're going to just carry it on the public transport. And where you see people then with the normal trolleys, you'll then basically assume most of those people have driven here and come to the shopping center for the day or come shopping just at the supermarket. Yeah, this is the bakery section over here. Yeah, it's a big building, by the way. This is kind of really is the anchor tenant for this shopping center. But this is not exactly my closest shopping center. It's my next closest to where I live immediately. But if we come to do any bigger shopping, we'll come here. So then we've got all of the aisles. So this is a lot of variety stuff, particularly this end of the store. So things like kitchen things, small appliances, things for cleaning, storage, washing powders right here, plenty of those. Whole aisle of washing powders. And then more kitchenware things, so containers, cleaning products. You know, things for cleaning floors. It's just washing up liquid over there. I need to go check that out as well. I've got a small list of things I need to bring home. So, and then over here is more cleaning section. And again, they've got a lot of homeware kind of stuff mixed in as well. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything. There's bug sprays. Not hugely popular here, but they have them. And then as we keep going here, we'll end up in the alcohol and cool drink section. We'll point at the toilet roll section. Sorry. You'll see here the toilet rolls. Really no panic and rush. Nobody's fighting over anything. You know, it's very reasonably priced. 350 rubles for 12 rolls. And then this is kitchen roll on this side. I'm just going to see if there's Ziwa is the one that we tend to buy. The big packaging there's 500 rubles. Actually, this smaller one is what we would get, the one down here. 8 rolls is 350 rubles. And then this is basic kitchen roll or the napkins. So yeah, just walking around here. Then we've got the beers. So this is kind of the beer section. This is domestic and imported beers together. There's quite a fair amount of choices of beer. This kind of big wrap-around aisle here. So it goes from here, then wraps around one more time. And then here's a bit more. A little bit less of the imported sort of things. Slowly they're kind of selling through. And they'll basically just cover all of that then with domestic beers. They won't kind of let it worry them that they're not in stock. So, and here is the kind of bulk section and anything that's on special. They've got plenty of different sort of cool drinks here. Now there's kind of a big middle section here. That's the kind of promotional stuff on a kind of fortnightly basis. Here's some ciders, Strongbow, Rose Apple Strongbow. It's 54 rubles. And then here's all the energy drinks over here. Red Bull is very expensive in Russia, but then they've got a ton of other brands that are much cheaper and more reasonable. I think they're more reasonably priced, but here's a unique thing for Russia as well. Here is more beers, but they're in cases here. So if you want, to get a dozen or so at a time, 50 rubles, 70 rubles for cans of beer. These are 430 mils or 450 mils, so almost half liters. And here's all the beers as well. These are ones that come in kind of like cool drink bottles. So they're 1 liter, 1.5 or 2 liters. And actually they even got a tapping system here, which is kind of unique because they basically tap their beers in store and then they label them up and then they sell them basically just like that. There'll be a guy that'll be here occasionally. That'll be just basically putting the beers together. Then he'll put them on the shelves over here straight from the keg and from the containers. So they get tapped straight up and then sold. And then here is the huge water section. This is kind of the back corner of the store here, so we'll kind of loop back around in a second. And then here is more water. Yeah, the water's very popular here. A lot of people don't drink the tap water in Russia. That's very common. So buying these sort of bigger 5-liter containers or any kind of bottled water is very normal to buy here, whether you just want one to drink now or have them in the house. And here is juices. Bombilo Crush. 89 rubles. I don't know the name of that one. So, and this is a lot of different orange juices here. Sparkling waters, I guess you would call them. Yeah, there's a ton of different brands of orange juice, different flavors. Now we're going to see around this corner, hopefully. This is all potato chips. I just want to point out down here the cool drinks because people keep asking me a fair bit about this. Oh, there we go, bit of traffic jam. All the different, these are all the Russian type cool drinks here as well. Here's one of my favorite ones. Mandarin, looks like Fanta, but it's Mandarin version. The small bottle's 49 rubles, so that's good price. And potato chips, so Lay's over here. Not every flavor of Lay's is in stock, but still plenty there. Most people aren't fussy, I don't think, too much about the brand of potato chips here, whatever's on special or whatever they kind of pick up. There's more cool drinks. And then over here is Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Yes, they're all still here. Slowly, less and less every time I come, but they're still here. Now, let's see down here. Now, somebody asked me about this, so they've got, instead of Fanta, they've got Fantola. So these are the different flavors of them, the Fanta or Fantola. So this is basically the possible future replacement for Fanta. And I don't see any of the others. I'm just looking around here. There isn't the cola one. Maybe they don't have them at this store, but there is a Coca-Cola version. Here's Pepsi as well. So 88 rubles for Coke. This is for 900 mils. It's a little bit higher than it has been, depending on where you're going to buy it from. And then we'll jump past here. This is all the alcohol section. So the alcohol section here, there's kind of a whole aisle of wine, and then there's even more wine. And they're all by country as well, so it's pretty cool. They've got the flags here above them, so you can kind of shop by country if you want. Here's New Zealand and Argentina, South Africa. Not sure of that flag right there. I should know all my flags. Definitely Italy over here. I think this is Greece. Wow, I think and then these are some of the Russian states over there as well. And then we kind of go from wines. Yeah, there's a ton of types of wine in this supermarket, by the way. It's really kind of thinned out the traffic a little bit too. Then there's the alcohol over here. See all of the spirits. over this side. It's always good. They just throw a bit of chocolate in there right by the alcohol section. So, yeah, all the brands are here. So Johnny Walker, Shivers, Doers, Grants, Monkey Shoulder. So all the brands are here. They've not gone anywhere. So, bottle of Bell's here, 700 mils for 900 rubles. Nice big British flag right at the front of the Bell's. And then they have more different alcohols. Right there. Cognacs, a lot of brandies. So plenty of alcohol to choose from over here. You can see as I sort of swing around. And then here's this kind of seasonal section. So coming into spring here, and then summer camping section sort of set up. So that's kind of cool. Camping items, a lot of stuff for barbecuing. All the charcoals right here. And this is kind of the other end of where I first walked in. So it's kind of the second entrance. And then all the pet foods, garden section. Get yourself a nice table and chairs right there. And then over here, the trampolines. Well, you come to the supermarket, you always buy yourself a quick trampoline with a big giraffe inside. Inflatable paddling pools for summertime. So yeah, it's this is kind of about a 2-take kind of walk around. So let's see how long it ends up. I'm going to reckon it's about 30 minutes or so. And we're kind of back to where we started over here with all of the other end of all the cleaning section. So yeah, just give you the good idea. Here's more variety things. So all the clothes, shoes, underwear, socks, jocks, everything like that. So Globus is basically a hypermarket, or I'm not sure how you would call it, like a mega supermarket. So they've got everything you possibly need in one store. Big display of kacha here. I saw this last week when I came through. And then more kind of kitchenware items. Get yourself a shower head. And then there's a birthday section, stuff for the bathroom. So now that IKEA is no longer here, these sort of places become in a little bit more shopped than they ever used to be. Here's all the different kacha products. It's a pretty neat build out this, because it's every model of kacha. Then they rotate this around when you come here. Sometimes it's DeLonghi. So here's all of the small appliances. And then we're kind of coming into all the toy section over here on the left. Plates, need a new dinner set. Of course, everybody just dumps something down as they go, as usual. So yeah, it's very quick turnover in this store here. How busy it is and the amount of people you can see. Now, somebody did want me to point out baby formula and baby food, so let's go and have a look. Here's some kids' drinks and branded waters, I guess, for the children. 71 rubles for 2.5 liters. Pampers. These are big boxes of Pampers. 4,900 rubles, 1,200, 1,300. So again, just sort of maybe work out the exchange rates. And here we'll see baby formula, baby food in plenty supply. So some of them have got the anti-theft packaging on them. That's very normal. Even in Australia, where I'm from, we have this. So don't sort of think this is because of the pricing. It's not at all. It's just on certain products that they do this, that they know they get higher turnover and theft. So that's everywhere in the world. Essentially, this is a whole aisle of baby food, baby formula. So yes, there is plenty in stock. So America, if you need some, send somebody over, fill up a couple of suitcases, and you're good. to go. There's all the brands right here. So I know a few of these from Australia, but I don't know some of the others. Heinz, Nestle. There was Naan over there, which is a brand we have in Australia as well. Here's all the jarred baby foods. 50 rubles, 60 rubles, 70 rubles. Plenty of choice. Like really plenty of choice. And then coming around here then, that's the other aisle, sorry. If you're getting dizzy from going around in circles. They even put these stools here. These are not by accident, these are for people who want stuff on the top shelf. So in most stores they use them, the staff use them, but here in the shop it's for the customers. And this is the checkouts over here, so you can see just off in the very distance there, we're up to about checkout 30 here, 36. Then it keeps going to, I guess if you combine the self-checkouts, there's 80 checkout locations. And I reckon more than half are open today. Probably even 70% of them are open. Yeah, so this is the back section of the kids' baby food. So there's still plenty more over here to look at as well. And then kids' diapers, nappies, we call them in Australia. And I like how they've got the sort of sizes guides here as well, so you can kind of know which ones to buy. Because people really have a habit of tearing them open to check, unfortunately. And here's stuff for, well, this is mostly all the health and beauty section now, so, you know, body washes, shampoos, stuff for the banya. If you're going to have a sauna at home, there's the sauna equipment and all the checkouts. There's the traditional checkouts here where you line up with the trolleys and carts. And then there's the self-checkout a bit further down. And then over here is the personal care, so deodorants, things like that, toothpaste, lotions, creams, kind of everything that you need. So you can see the big pile of baskets here that get collected at the checkouts. So they're more popular than the trolleys. I'd say they always are, because a lot of people still, even if they come to this sort of store, here's all the shampoos, things like that, the hairbrushes, anything you'd like that. Guy looking a little bit suspicious in the red hoodie there. Canned foods, all the jarred pickles, jarred and marinated vegetables. That's the cleaning lady going by on the walkie-talkie, going to do cleanup, and then this is the self-checkout. So basically, this is the end section down here. So there's about 20 on either end of the store where you just line up to do self-checkout. Over here was pastas. So I really do hope that this walk around is kind of helpful. Get an idea of how busy it is on a Saturday afternoon. Well, it's gone 6 p.m. now, so especially now with spring and then going into summertime, daylight hours sort of run until about 9:30 at night. So coming out at 6 p.m., 7, 8 p.m. is not uncommon here. Here's all the oils. And then here is the very limited frozen section. And it is literally 2 aisles. Considering how big this place is, there is a very small emphasis on frozen goods in Russia. You can see frozen pizza here. It's not too expensive for frozen pizza, 300 rubles, 250 rubles. It's still everywhere in the world people buy frozen pizza, right? I don't think it's limited to to 1 or 2 countries. And actually the other side over here where people are looking is the ice creams. Here's the frozen veg. Right here, McCain's chips. We probably know them very well. I know in Australia we do. Frozen peas. I mean, there's really, you can see here that there's very few people in this frozen section compared to the people that are in the fresh fruit and vegetable section. And it's really quite very noticeable that people don't really buy frozen foods all that much here. You know, so there we go. We're pretty much done the whole lap around. We're back at the fruit and vegetable section. So I hope this kind of gives you a good idea. There's another lady here wheeling out the, some hams that she's bringing out to one of the fridges at the front. So they basically bring them from the different sections where they package them up, and then they put them on the different promotional fridges at the front of the store when you first walk in. Here's a guy doing all the vegetable replenishment. He's got that pallet stacked way too high, but I think in Russia they don't seem to worry too much. It's just a matter of getting the stock out as quick as it gets in. So yeah, we'll leave a little bit of a look here at the fruit and veg section because it's very popular today. Let's see everybody doing their cucumber shopping, tomatoes. Again, this is staple fruits and vegetables for Russia. It's very popular. Have a look around. Okay everybody, we've come to the end of our walk around here of this regional supermarket in Moscow, Russia. Hope you found this interesting. Just having a look at how busy it is, having a look at what's available on the different aisles, I guess. The real idea for me was just to come in here at 6 p.m. on Saturday afternoon and just show you that there is busy supermarkets, because most of my videos I tend to make midweek, and Saturday and Sunday I don't tend to film too much, so hope it gives you a good perspective of how many people are in the shopping center at 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. This place is open until 10 p.m. so a little bit later trading than it is now. So thanks for watching Traveling with Russell. Thanks for coming on a new adventure with me here in Moscow, Russia. This is Moscow region, so hope you enjoyed the walk around as I get stuck in traffic here. No worries. Yeah, thanks. If you liked it, thumbs up. Maybe post a comment, let me know what you think, something different to where you live. Maybe what you think of seeing a Russian supermarket. Yeah. I'm off on another adventure, so I'll see everybody later. Bye.